Hello and welcome to the very next episode of College Crusaders. If you like what you hear, please consider subscribing. We release episodes often, and we would love to have you as an audience. I'm Roland, and I'll be the DM for our brave band of adventurers. We'll be playing by Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition Advanced Rules, with minor tweaking. So grab your torch and your 10-foot pole, and prepare to embark on the journey that is College Crusaders. Hello and welcome back. Today we'll be playing a brand new adventure called The Forgotten Forge. Can everybody please introduce your character? We'll start with you and go the way around.
My character's name is Aster Flame. I'm playing a level 2 elf cleric. Alright, hi. My character's name is Jaden, and I am playing a level 2 human bard.
Hi, my name is Ladoff. I'm a level 2 ranger, and I have a squirrel named Paydoff, who is a cartoon squirrel.
Basically.
Yeah.
How does that work? Whole question. You will see throughout the...
Yeah. Okay. I'm Jayus. I am a...
Excuse me. I will delete that. Anyways, continue.
Keep it in, it's funnier.
Hello, I am Jayus. I am an elf, and my class is magic user. Yes. Oh, level 2, yes. I think everything everyone said.
He has a very special flail. I will get into that later. Anyway, you're up.
My name is Silko. I am a level 2 bard. I am a half-elf, and I also have some abilities of a thief.
Alright, please forgive me if I don't remember your character name to begin with. I will point to you, and then you just tell me your character name. Eventually I'll get it.
You will never be forgiven. It's the other tragedy.
Your party is currently in the town of Greystone. It is a mining town settled between two different mountains and a hill, leaving only one good entrance and exit, but you could travel across the hill if you wish to. Sadly, the town of Greystone has seen better days. Once a bustling hub for miners seeking fortune in the nearby hills, it now struggles with rumors of strange happenings in the abandoned Ember Deep mine. Recently, shadowy figures have been spotted near the mine's entrance, and the townsfolk are too frightened to investigate. The local blacksmith, Gareth, believes that the mines hide the legendary forge with the magical flaming anvil. He offers you, and any other adventurers willing to take up his job, 100 gold pieces and a crafted magic item of your choice if you can retrieve the anvil from the mine. Garrick currently is in his forge, smithing away. You are in the Drunken Wyvern, a tavern in the middle of Greystone. Sitting around. Yes.
I have a quick question. What was the name of the blacksmith you said?
Garrick.
Okay, good. Never mind. Continue.
Yes, you are in the Drunken Wyvern, a tavern in the middle of Greystone. What are you doing?
Finish ranking, that's what I'm doing. You're just sitting at the table right now. What exactly? Why'd you roll? That ain't even a 20! What exactly is happening?
I'm rolling in the game, I'm bored.
I know we're in a tavern, but...
You look around and you see a variety of patrons sitting around. A few of them are having good conversations, while others seem to be investing in certain money-making schemes that are less than legal. However, you do see quite a few larger, maybe dwarven men sitting at a table, many empty mugs around them, and they all seem a bit woozy and begin bickering with each other.
Lovely.
Our speakers agree with the...
Yeah, that's enough. Anyway. Excuse me.
You have been excused.
I guess we could go talk to the seemingly drunk dwarves, because I imagine they might know something about the abandoned mines.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll play music.
Alright, you walk over and there's a few of them sitting around, a few of them are bickering. You do see one of them that's just kind of like, he just doesn't know of his surroundings, I guess. He thinks he's having a conversation with somebody, but nobody's responding.
Oh, lovely. He's that drunk.
And he seems to be complaining about recent events and how
What recent events?
he can't get into the mine. He's been out of work for days. He started chipping away at his own house columns because he just doesn't have anything to mine at.
Is that bored? How are you?
Oh, why did my front porch fall down?
What incident would you be referring to? I'm talking to the dwarf.
What did you say?
I'm asking what I'm asking the dwarf. I'm just like, hey, what incident would you be referring to?
How'd you get over there?
I'm right here.
Very well. Well, ever since we dug deeper and deeper and deeper,
Keep going.
and then a hole opened up and centipedes and nasties started coming out. They had to close out the mine again, as I told you earlier.
Alright. Translation, I speak drunkish.
What I'm getting is that you opened up a big hole and a bunch of bugs
Centipedes.
came out.
Yep.
Would they be giant bugs or normal sized bugs?
The big ones are completely harmless. And he motions, he says, it's the smaller ones you gotta worry about. He motions, it's like 1.5 feet.
Those are the smaller ones?
How large are the larger ones? If those
they're-
are the smaller ones?
They're pretty big.
How's
How
big?
deadly.
Is it your size or taller?
He points at, almost points at you, like it's a little off to the right. He says, if the 4 of you laid down, head to toe, you might get about halfway there.
I would like to tell you that you want me here.
Hey, you should use those centipedes as tunnel miners.
Yeah, I mean, if this is
I wonder how they taste.
Delicious.
Okay,
Tastes like chicken.
is there anything off besides the giant creatures from that
He
hole?
groans and then his face just kind of face plants into the table.
I'm going to slap
He
Either
starts
we-
snoring loudly.
Either
I'm going
we
to slap
pour
him
water
awake.
over his face.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
slap-
slap a dwarf.
Yeah, but I'm going to slap him awake.
Okay, let me get this straight. You're gonna slap a drunken dwarf.
Yep.
Do you know how much alcohol it takes to make a drunk dwarf?
I'm going to go
dwarven
ahead and
drunk?
mark a death under his name.
Alright.
You see at least like 30 mugs stacked on this table.
I will slap him with one of his mugs.
Oh, later.
Roll to hit
Okay, we're doing this.
with advantage. This isn't really to see if you hit him or not, it's just to see how badly you hit him.
14.
14.
And I have no modifier.
Give me a d4 roll.
Okay. Shoot, I forgot my there. 3.
3. You slap him, you hear the metallic cup start ringing almost. And he goes, oh, what on earth? And he kind of just flails his arm out
I
towards you.
dodged it, yeah.
You dodge it easily and says, well,
We need you to finish the story, man.
the centipedes are coming.
Okay.
We got that part.
We got
Is that a
that.
brain?
What?
Is that
He kind of
a what?
looks at the floor. Why has it got legs?
That's my squirrel. How
No,
dare
he's not
you.
looking at the square. He's just looking at an empty spot on the floor. What on earth is that? And he
Outlet.
passes out again.
Can I look
That's your
at
great uncle.
Can
Pay
I?
off. I'm sorry.
Can I go out? You leave the poor drunk dwarf alone.
No, I'll let my squirrel do the job. Paid
Leave
off.
the
Slap him.
drunken. I'm gonna go talk, see if I can talk to any of the other drunkards and see if I can get any more information about the giant hole they opened up.
Alright.
So I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm too sober for this.
Okay. You head off to the bar counter. What were you doing?
I can still drink. I don't care. Just drink a little. They can't drink a lot. I want. Okay. I'm gonna talk to one of the dwarves that were sitting around the table with them. I was like, hey, that guy mentioned a big hole you guys opened up. Was there anything odd about the hole besides the big creatures that came out?
He kind of looks at you. You can tell he's not. He's like on the verge of being drunk. He's a bit tipsy, but he's not as bad as the other guy was. Yes, we were digging in the Ember Deep mines, and when we just dug too deep, I guess. A sinkhole opened up in the floor, opened into bigger caverns that seemed to go in every direction, and creatures beyond what I've ever seen before. There were bats with mosquito heads, and there were centipedes the size of houses. We saw this thing, it looked like a brain with legs. I'm not even sure how much of that was actually real. I just...
Sounds tasty.
Sounds
No, it's not what you said.
I agree with the closing of the mines, but at the same time, that's all me and my friends have ever done since very little. Not much else we're good at.
You could sing.
Right.
You could dance.
A few people have seen a dwarf dance and lived to tell about it.
It's interpretive dancing.
Break dancing.
Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to get any more viable information. I would like to point out that if the brain with moving legs does actually exist, we might be dealing with a lot more, like something a lot bigger than just
Yeah.
creatures in a sinkhole.
Oh yeah.
It didn't catch anybody's face.
Sure?
Yep, I saw it as it was going down.
You're on my notebook, hold on.
Alright, there we
It's a
go.
very unstable table, so
Yeah.
it's just...
This is gonna be an
Adjust the
interesting
seating of the
video.
audience.
Let's go for a ride.
Sorry! Then like interject it, every time it falls over we just interject it with like roller coaster
Anywho.
music.
Brain dog. Yeah.
Uh,
We might be dealing with mind flares.
Delicious.
No.
I mean, to be
Nuh-uh.
fair, I don't think any of us have really any
Um,
intelligence that they'd want.
Laid off, give me a intelligence check.
Okay.
Okay.
14
14. What's your intelligence modifier?
plus 0.
Okay.
Can I roll? 'Cause I
You-
realized it too.
Yeah, go ahead. You've heard of mind flayers. You don't exactly know what they are. For a long time, you thought it was just some type of whip that they used on your head. But you have heard that there are some creatures that live in an area called the Underdark. You have heard of these things called intellect devourers, which usually take the form of brains with arms.
Yep.
You don't know much about it, but you do know they're usually not a good thing. Yes, but you...
I rolled a 16 with a modifier of plus 2.
So 18?
18. Basically, I know all that.
You do know what a mind flayer is. In fact, you know them by their actual name.
I do?
Mind flayers are a kind of like nickname term given to them. They're actually called illithid. They look like humanoids with purplish skin and the face that almost looks like a squid with different tentacles coming out from underneath. They're called mind flayers because they feast on the brains of their victims, and when they devour the brains, they not only get the sustenance from it, but also all intelligence from the creature that they ate. Meaning, not only do mind flayers know everything they've learned, but they also know everything that their victims have learned,
Oh, good.
making them very intelligent creatures.
We'll sacrifice them to one of our colleagues who's not here right now.
In fact, they are so intelligent that it has been said they can manipulate reality itself using just their mind.
Sounds like a delicacy. We should eat it.
Alright, so basically...
Are you a cannibalist?
I'm not a cattle player, so no.
Well, they're technically cannibalists. And mind flayers will only be cannibalists if they're eating other mind flayers.
They do that too.
So they're cannibalists. Okay, so basically what we're saying is
We're
the
screwed.
dwarves may have accidentally opened up a hole into the deep.
Nobody has seen a mind flayer. You just know that that's another one of the creatures that live in the same area as the intellect devourers.
Yeah, but okay, so maybe, but we still might. What was that?
I don't. The speakers just started making sounds.
Oh,
The speakers on the mind flayers on the mind flayer side.
speakers don't like the mind flayers. But we should basically just, in general, be very, very,
Very, very, very careful.
There are no brain puppies down there.
We could gather up a few
The,
things to offer and
One of the dwarves smacks another dwarf,
Nope.
and they start getting up and they start fighting.
And that is our cue to leave.
Oh, come on. I got money bailed that guy.
No, the last.
You do see quite a few people, mostly humans, getting up and gambling on who they think's gonna win.
Nope, we are leaving.
Oh, but
I second that.
We're leaving. Listen, the last time you ended up in the
I walk out
brawl,
the
you
door.
almost got killed.
You walk out the door.
We all leaving. I'm driving.
You are at the bar.
I'm gonna tap Aster on the shoulder and be like, hey, we're going.
Squirrel told.
What
Hey,
did
now,
you learn?
don't start-
Did you learn something from the bartender? If you
Is-
asked?
Yes, my dear. Is there anything I can get for you?
Supplies. Lots of supplies.
Think about what you're getting supplies from a.
Well, we have quite a few different dishes if you're hungry. We still serve a little bit of breakfast, but mostly midday meals. And then we have quite a variety of drinks, from milk, tea, and water to whiskey, beer. We have a few fine choice wines and bit of moonshine.
I'll take a red wine if you don't mind.
Very well. Do you want a glass, a bottle, or a wineskin?
Just a glass.
All right, that'll be 2 gold.
I pay him my 2 gold.
All right, and he hands you a glass goblet with very dark red liquid in it. All right, what are y'all doing?
Oh, I'm outside. So
You're outside.
I see
Leaving.
outside.
We leaving. I'm
You
driving.
see quite a few people walking to and from. You can see the entrance to the mines from here. It is kind of barred off with different ropes and everything, and you do see 2 guards standing outside of it. They don't look like their main job was guarding, but they look like they've been given pretty much a quick little boot camp. And they mostly know what they're doing.
Seam.
I'm gonna go play music next to him.
Alright, you walk up and
Hello.
for instance, for a moment, they see you walking up and they kind of start looking at you, kind of start gripping their weapons a bit. And then when you stop at a safe distance, start playing your music, they kind of relax, start listening. You're just a thief, right?
Bard.
You're playing a bard? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah,
We got 2 birds on this group.
great, this can't go wrong.
I'm gonna get my instrument and I'll just sit and start playing along with them.
Are you attempting to enchant them, or just play music?
Just playing music.
Alright, they
I'll go
sit
up
and you can
beside.
see
I'll
their
go up
foot.
beside and then just start playing my own instrument.
Alright, you're gonna, outside the,
Beside him.
beside, okay.
Yeah.
This beautiful duet starts going on. Both of you give me a d20 roll.
Wow.
Add your charisma modifier.
17.
17.
3.
3.
Oh my God.
You walk up and play the worst thing you can on that banjo. That actually wasn't bad.
I don't know how to make it sound bad.
I want to say he's just so good. No dice.
Well, here's the thing. You play it well enough to where they recognize it as banjo music. Or whatever instrument you have. Do you have a banjo in the game?
Something similar.
Alright. They recognize it as music, and it's not noise. But they aren't really enjoying it until she shows up and she's able to manipulate the way she plays her instrument to make yours somehow sound decent. And
Eventually
you
I'll
start
get my
playing,
guitar.
and eventually they do start tapping their foot and kind of hum along with it every now and then.
I have my squirrel dance to the music.
The squirrel starts dancing next to you along with the rhythm.
So are we just
Starts doing the
distracting
Macarena.
these guards? Are we distracting these guards to get you guys?
Sure, I'll just start
what
I'll
are-
grab all 16 of my knives and start juggling them. Fanatic fashion.
All of a sudden, this amazing display of acrobatics and music and animal handling starts going off in the middle of the town road. As people walk by, every now and then, they toss a copper to you.
Yay, buddy!
I'm still in the tavern.
You're still in the tavern.
Enjoying my wine.
It's very good wine. It's not the best you've ever had, but especially in a small mining town like this, you weren't expecting it to be this good.
What is our whole plan besides just entertaining the poor guards?
Give me a Constitution check.
That's a 20, right?
Correct.
Wrong stuff.
That is the point of the dice.
3.
3.
Throw it.
Nowhere near being tipsy, but
No.
you do feel like the alcohol kind of running through you, kind of burns the tips of your finger almost, like a bit of a tingly.
Yeah.
and you can tell that your senses have been dulled a bit.
So what is our whole plan besides entertaining the
We
guy?
can earn
What
money
do
by
you
street
think?
performing.
You do see Garrick's forge down the road has a very big site. Out of all the buildings here, it is more embellished than even the mayor's house. Like this thing looks like a very nice forge. In fact, you do know of it, and it is renowned not only in this town but towns near as being one of the greatest forges that exist.
Meanwhile, my scroll is doing the whip and nay.
So are we making our way over to the?
I'm juggling. What are you talking about?
No, you're juggling.
I'm running coppers.
Me and
I send my scroll to be juggled with you.
so what else? Silco.
With all my knives.
Me and
Yes,
Silco
it's all-
are playing instruments. His squirrel is.
How many do I have?
Oh,
Here, put Xanathar in the camera view.
are we allowed to do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll make
he's been kicking it around since first edition.
Okay.
He'll be
Actually,
fine.
no, second edition.
There's there now. It'll
Is
make,
this-
Push him a little bit for.
Hey, do you think it's a good idea to
There you go.
juggle
That's good
the
enough.
flail while with it? Is that a good idea?
That is a very not good idea. I recommend
well,
doing it.
We look first character death, accidental death.
Yes, it would be definitely.
What if we try to get
Yeah.
the guards to come over and start dancing with
the
everybody?
scroll jump.
I love how-
the scroll
I love
then
how-
lands on your hand.
I
Starts
love how the DM
doing
like
a cut night
specifically
jump.
pointed out Derek's forge, and we're just like, let's continue on into the mine.
There's a very mysterious man standing outside of Garrett's fort, just pulsing with mysteriousness.
Hey,
Guards.
can I wave him over to start dancing with him?
The,
I'm joking.
the squirrel is like just the squirrel is just doing any TikTok memes right now.
He's doing the. I can't. Dang now, I can't say it.
I was gonna say, is that copyright?
Well, you can say it as long as you don't sing it. The bye bye bye.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. You guys just keep playing and performing.
What are we doing?
I'll try and get the guards to leave their post.
Are we-
like,
we're
not
try-
like
okay.
leave, but like join.
Yeah, distract them long enough.
Give me a charisma
Again,
check.
I love the fact.
With disadvantage. You get advantage if you try.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I do
You-
kind of
you're
wish
playing
the player
so
was
terribly,
part
though.
though.
I'll try.
This player has great charisma.
Oh, 15.
My squirrel
Either way.
is just.
What'd you get?
12.
12 with advantage.
With advantage.
What'd you get?
15.
15
I rolled the same number twice. in a
with
row.
disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. You start playing, and eventually you do see them kind of move their spears back and forth. And their
Again,
hips start
we're
swinging a
ignoring
bit.
the giant
And
forge.
eventually they do slowly start dancing towards you. They don't cross the rope barrier, but they do come near the edge of the rope barrier. They do start dancing along with it.
I've got a feeling what's going to happen is we're all going to go into the mines, find whatever we find, and then go check out the forge. And the forge is like, oh my god.
Garrick in the forge is the person hiring you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey
So,
Garrett, we
do
beat
we
the
already-
boss. Can we get the pay?
He put up a bounty outside in the tavern.
So
That's
we're-
where you got the
Okay.
idea from, and
So we're
it says to come to him before you go down.
I mean,
use that sign.
okay, does anyone of us have high enough, low enough intelligence so that we can ignore the part about going to him? Because clearly we ignored that part.
My intelligence is 9.
Get out.
I'm gonna finish my red wine and head outside.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Alright.
See this commotion.
You blast him down, thank him, and walk out. You walk outside for a second, and you see him juggling daggers and then playing the instruments and the guards dancing along.
The squirrel doing
You're like,
bye bye bye.
I thought I could hold my liquor better than this.
I thought I could hold my drinks better.
Walk back inside the bar.
Yeah, you just gotta rub your eyes for a second, blink a few times. No, that's real.
I look over.
Okay,
You want to join us?
Am I allowed? Am I allowed to do memes?
I'd like to keep my
Huh?
dignity.
Am I allowed to do memes?
Yeah, memes are public
Okay,
domain.
good. Because what they just did is the equivalent of walking around. Oh, look at those idiots. Wait a minute, those are my idiots. That's exactly what she just did.
Right. All right. Eventually, your song does come to an end, and they slow down. They realize what they're doing. They kind of step back. Again, they're not very good at
The
this.
squirrel pulls out a tiny hat for
Around on the floor, after picking up for a bit, you did see somebody come by and pick up one of the copper and walk off. But
What?
you do count, there is about 13 copper lying on the floor
Nice.
in front of your demonstration. That's about 1 silver, 3 copper. If you want to convert it into
So the
silver.
guy who walked up with the copper, I would like to thank him for his contribution.
Okay.
Okay, well, I suggest we go check out the forge that we were supposed to talk to Dexter.
Okay, well, I'll pick up the copper.
Yeah, go
Good,
there.
can do that.
you take the money.
Pick up the copper. Yeah, pick up
Great.
the money.
I picked it up, I'm not sharing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where's my money? I don't remember.
It's fine, we'll steal it from you later.
Oh, here it is.
In this community, we all share the
We have
money.
10 gold left. We share the money, unless...
Everybody shares
Oh,
all
I
their
think you
money.
need to-
Communism! It's so great.
Alright, everyone,
No,
it's
it's
from...
not.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can start trying to herd these guys over to the forge we're supposed to visit.
Okay.
Alright, you mean our money.
I would like to go find the other forge, where if there's another forge that's not the big...
It's not.
Oh,
This is the
thank you.
only forge.
Thank the gods.
In fact, for a second, it almost seems like there's no other buildings in the town except for this. And then your vision kind of recenters on the
I love it. It's the, go to the forge.
You see a dotted line with arrows on the floor leading you to the,
The squirrel's holding up a sign that says, "This way, fools."
A map appears in the top corner of my vision.
My
see a
health,
beacon flashing over the
my health bar just appeared on the side. My health bar, my
Like every
stamina,
other
and my
adventure
money
we
count
go
is
to.
on the side.
Alright, everyone, forge. To the forge.
Alright, as you step into Garrick's forge, the warmth of the roaring flames envelops you, filling the air with a rich scent of burning coal and freshly worked iron. The flickering light casts dancing shadows on the stone walls, revealing an array of tools and masterly crafted weapons. In the center of the room, you see a dwarf bent over an iron anvil, hammering at a glowing red metal. He seems middle-aged, with a worn but kind face, and a blackened peg leg.
Did he get thrown into the fire at one point?
No. Are you saying that out loud? Because I got a feeling that'll instantly lose us all favors with him.
Oh, that's well.
He's hammering on the thing.
You should just go over there and like take note of his beautiful peg leg.
You see him lift it up and he dunks it into some oil. Flames rip up and everything.
Excuse me, are you, Dietrich?
Garrick.
Garrick.
You can mispronounce it twice while saying it, right?
If you mispronounce it 3 times in a row, that's what I'm assuming you're actually saying. Alright. And he turns to you and says, let's see. You must be adventurous from your equipment. I assume you're here for the bounty?
Yes, sir.
He seems to have a very kind-looking face and a smoother voice. Maybe a nice dwarf, one of the only ones of his kind.
I've been meeting a lot of those recently.
Turns to you and says, could you kindly wait for a little bit? I'm almost finished with this piece, and I'll come back to you in a second.
No
Yeah,
problem,
sure.
no problem.
I'll try and keep...
He puts it back into the furnace. You see it glow red hot. Takes it out. He folds it over, stretches it out, starts folding it a few more times.
Is he touching
With
us?
his bare hands.
Puts it back in the furnace.
Takes
Takes it out, hammers it out. You see him take another piece of metal. It
Then he
almost
uses
looks
feet.
like steel, but like slightly darker.
You mean
Lays it
one
on top,
leg?
folds it in,
I
and then
have-
eventually he starts hammering it into the shape
My
of what
squirrel
looks like
gives
a
me
short
coffee.
sword.
I'm over here
I
watching
have
these
trained
guys
my
go through nothing.
squirrel since the last encounter.
Right. The whole process takes maybe about 2 hours.
He said this is gonna be quick!
That is quick.
That is quick.
That is
really
quick
quick.
for forging.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just... I don't have that kind of patience.
He starts taking over to a grinding wheel, grinds
Just gonna
it,
start playing.
polishes it, starts sharpening it, and he takes it over and puts it up on the rack, and it is the most beautiful short sword you have ever seen. It has gem-encrusted hilts. The blade itself looks like a twist of different rivers and vines and everything almost in the metal. You've never seen metal like this before. And
Probably cost more
Mine's-
money too.
puts it up, and the polish just reflects the shine across the room almost like a disco ball.
What kind of gems are in it?
You do see one big red one in the center of the hilt, And then on the two sides, you see smaller blue ones. Probably a ruby and sapphires.
I am
Okay.
taking a guess on how you spell it. How do you spell it? His name?
Garrick, G-A-R-A-K.
I misspelled that last. Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, we are here about the bounty you put on the board outside the tower.
Yes, well, about that. So, the
Yeah.
bounty is not to clear out any of the monsters, anything like that. If you want to do that, you can do that on your own. I'm sure the mayor would be very thankful for it. Maybe even reward a bounty on how many monsters you can prove death, but that's not what I'm hiring you for.
Okay.
After many, many years of research, finding sages and wizards and everything, I have discovered that deep underneath this city, or this town, there is a long forgotten forge. Deep within it, there's been tales of an anvil that is eternally aflame.
I've heard legends.
It is said
Actually,
that
we'll
any
roll that.
weapon forged on this anvil will never rust, never break, and does much better than any other weapon man can ever create.
I'm gonna actually can I do a intelligence check
To
or
see if
wisdom?
he actually recognizes
If
the
I
magic animal.
recognize the tail or something?
Sure, if the bards want to do it, you have the D6 lore thing.
14.
It's like, my great-great-grandfather made that forge.
14. You've heard tales of people being able to make magic items ever since the Great Cataclysm from about 1400 years ago. Everyone has seemed to lose the knowledge on how to make magic items. The only magic items left are ones that were made before that era. It's almost like Greek fire or Roman concrete. It's just something we've lost over the ages. No, the Roman concrete they came up with doesn't count. Anyways.
No, you said like the Greek fire.
Oh yeah, but
Not.
like that,
We can go
they've
in.
lost the information on how to make it.
Yeah, we can go.
So any way of making new magic items is very heavily guarded secrets or very sought after treasures. He is willing to pay you 100 gold pieces each and will supply you with a portable hole, which is a magic item. The portable hole is a 15-foot wide circle. It's almost like a rug that you can fold up, but when you lay it out, it is pitch black. And anything you put into it disappears. It's like a bag of holding on steroids.
Actually falls
Hey,
inside.
you ever seen Bugs Bunny? No, like every now and then he just takes a paintbrush, paints on the floor,
Yeah.
and then somebody falls into the hole. It's
Standard.
pretty much what it is, just it's a rug.
So you're gonna give us this,
Bro.
and in return, when we get back, we give you the anvil.
Yes, the portable hole is to carry the anvil in. I will require the portable hole back.
Yeah, no problem.
That is a multi-thousand gold magic item.
Oops,
Yeah,
I seem to have lost it.
We accidentally
Maybe.
threw the
If-
portable
if
hole
this
in the
forge-
portable hole.
If this
If
forge
it-
is
yeah,
real,
like
I
that.
would love to have a weapon crafted from the forge.
Yes, also as a reward, when you return, I will forge you each a magical item from the anvil. Now, I cannot guarantee what type of magic item it will be. I haven't become very proficient with the forge, being that I've never actually seen it, but I can guarantee it will be magic in some way or another.
I'll take
Yeah.
it. That is a good
Magic item
deal.
is a
So
magic
just
item.
if we get down there, this forge is just like built into the rock.
It's gonna like, I think this is gonna be a lot
Portable
harder.
hole the rock. Portable hole the rock.
Might not the
Take the whole-
entire
We have
area around.
like half of us like fights off whatever monsters we haven't killed yet, and the other half is like mining the mining it out so we can portable hole it.
They've been yearning for the mines.
Yes, I think you should craft me the fierce deity mask from Legend of Zelda. What do you think?
He offered also to say, I will also give you a 25% discount at my shop, not just afterwards, but right now if you wish to purchase anything to aid you on your adventures. I must say all of my armor and equipment is more expensive than your standard, but it is much better quality.
I don't even think
I'm
with this guy I will be able to afford it. I have 23 gold in total.
I have 10.
Uh,
Yeah.
So, he doesn't tell you this because D&D stats don't exist in D&D, but outside D&D, all weapons do a die up on the die chain. For instance, a dagger that would normally do a D4 does a D6 damage. A short sword that does a D6 does a D8, etc. All armor is considered +1 armor, except for it's not magic, so it can't be destroyed.
Yeah.
Also, all items are twice as expensive as their standard counterpart, but they never break on a critical miss.
So what I'm hearing is
can, like,
I can't afford
How much
it.
does this short sword be?
Let me look. That'd be 30 gold, but it's 25% discount.
Oh my god, I might actually be able to afford something. Like a short
An extra short sword.
An extra.
I don't what.
That's just
I would rate
like that's like it's just
I
a
rate
dagger.
If I buy anything, I will have.
That will be 23 gold.
How much would it cost to like metal plate my daggers?
To plate your daggers, I'd say 5 gold, but it would take me maybe half a day.
We got
'Cause I
time
had-
to spare.
It won't increase the abilities of your daggers. Since
Uh,
I
Will it
didn't
make it
forge
any
it
more
from the
sturdy?
beginning.
Will it make it any more sturdy from breaking?
Not really.
Because I'm down to 7, and you know.
It would just change the appearance.
Oh, okay.
However, if you have me coat it in silver, it would help aid against lycanthropes or the undead.
Does silver affect magic?
Huh?
Does silver affect magic?
Not any more than any other metal.
Oh, that's a good point. I shouldn't metal coat any of my stuff.
This is something to remember it though.
Yeah, I'm a magic user.
Hey, we never did this bit. What shall it be?
Armor class?
Yeah.
What armor do you have?
I do.
Okay.
I don't
What class are you?
Cleric. Oh, cleric.
Cleric, I'll say you have studded leather. Gives you an armor class of 14 plus your dexterity modifier.
Can you
So
have a
17.
selected weapon that you would
Recommend?
recommend?
Let's see. From your appearance, you seem to be of the bard area. I have a very fine rapier you might be interested in.
I also prefer bladed
May I
banjo.
take
A normal rapier does a D8 damage. This one does a D10.
Nice.
It is
Just like battle axe
14
banjo.
gold.
You turn it upside down and
Paddlings.
yeah, it'd be like two blades, you know, right there, like that.
Do I have enough?
How many of those rapiers do you have?
Currently, I have 3 in stock, but I can build more if anybody wishes me to.
You said there was 40 gold?
40 gold each, yes.
I could afford one.
What's
better than what
your
I have.
pricing on longbows? Like, do you know how?
I don't work in woodworking, sadly, but I do have a variety of ballistas.
A
They
variety
are
of them?
steel ballistas.
You carry that on your back.
Yes, these ballistas are not the very large ones that you normally see. They're about the size of a table.
About the size of a table.
So
Yes,
Just about a size.
like the one we're playing at right now.
Do you think I could get one that has an engine in the front and some
Can
wheels?
you lift
like
up
No.
this
track,
table on your
No.
back?
track wheels and like a turning head, like
I
No.
don't think
That's
Paint it green.
That's some like gnome technology. Right there.
Yeah, that sounds like something you might have to talk to the gnomes about.
I don't think
Oh,
I can
no.
lift more. I got weak.
Huh?
I got
I'll
weak
take one of
arms.
the rapiers.
Okay, that will be, let's see, that's 32 gold with your 25% discount.
Fine. And what about long
I'll take a
swords? See, I
rapier as
assume.
Alright, 32 gold.
What about long swords?
Long swords, we do have a very fine longsword. He pulls one off the shelf. This one looks amazingly exquisite. It doesn't have that dark, twisted steel on it, but he says this one is made of adamantine. A very, very strong metal. Yes, it does exist in D&D.
Okay.
It existed in D&D before it existed in Marvel.
I had to make sure we weren't gonna get.
It's not the same thing as Wolverine's claws.
No. Another O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it's okay. He says that. Anyway,
is there anything in the shop that would be any pertaining to a wizard?
not really. Apologize. Oh, I do have. And he turns around. says this is a circlet, all right? And circlets are like small, it's slightly thick wire that kind of goes around your head. It's meant to protect against any like bladed attacks to your forehead, but they're not really good. This one, it's decently strong, but it's more for decorational purposes than actual armor.
Will it fit well with the purple robe?
It goes directly on your head, so like you can put the
will it
robe
match?
over. Yeah, it'll match. It's silver,
Okay.
so I mean it goes pretty well.
So how much?
It's not identical to the robe, but
How much for the pretty sword?
the sword I am offering it for 120 gold.
I have enough for that.
You do? Share? Hello?
Whoa!
Oh my god, he's got 275.
Light work.
How much is this?
So
wanna share?
statistically, it does 1d10 damage when used one-handed. If you use it two-handed, it does a d12.
I'm sold.
Alright.
I think my,
How much is this circlet?
I think
Also,
my favorite part
adamantine
is
is the
right
second strongest non-magical metal.
What's the first?
Mithril.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Also, I love that the rapier, since I got a new one, it's 1d10. I also have a +4 bonus in attack bonuses.
So it's an adamantium longsword, right?
Yes, an adamantine
And
like
what damage is it done?
if you use it one-handed, it's a d10. If you use it two-handed, it's a
No, I have like
d12.
a
Ethan's was a
attack
grease.
bonus is basically +1, and I have +3.
Yes, but even though his is
in
adamantine,
melee.
it wasn't made by.
So adding it all together, I
Yeah,
I
just
just
like
maxed it out.
Yeah, I just
Oh
finished
my
making
God.
my old longsword. I'm gonna. My old longsword was like a like 1d8. So
Yeah.
I am doing this. This is a word.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to purchase? Yes, you.
Circlet.
Circlet. Circlet is 20 gold.
Okay.
Also, you guys are welcome to have my.
Discount. Oh yes, I forgot. Your discount is just 100 gold for you for your longsword, and then you, the circlet, it is. Let's see, 15 and a half. Let's just call it 15 gold.
Look how much gold I have for my last thing.
I have 175
Now I have
gold.
10. Because it's a big
How much gold do you have?
How much did you have?
No.
1,300.
Guys,
Oh,
I
that's
have
close.
175 gold. Use
Currently?
it wisely.
You want to share some gold?
Yep.
Please,
You can
I
also
have
buy
10.
armor. Bards can only use medium or light armor. Can't use heavy
Actually,
armor
that's
like
not
plate
bad
mail,
idea.
half plate, scale.
Chainmail.
Clerics can use any armor. They can use plate mail if they want to.
Rangers.
Rangers can only use light armor, such
there-
as like
do you-
chainmail,
What?
studded leather.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Do you have a better light armor?
Light armor. We have chainmail.
Which one I
It performs as chainmail +1. So instead of 15 to 16 armor.
Yeah. I have an armor class of 4. Or.
That was from Thinker.
Oh.
So it gives you a 16 armor class plus your dexterity modifier.
Which is 3.
What were you asking?
He wouldn't happen to have any staffs, would he?
Staffs? No. Sadly, he only works in metalworking.
How much
No.
for the chainmail armor?
Chainmail armor. Let's see.
Because I can wear it safely and sneak, right?
You have disadvantage when sneaking in chainmail.
Never mind. Armor class of 12 plus dexterity.
It would cost 180 gold.
Never. I'm just going to say, guys, congratulations, you have the 175 gold. Use it wisely.
Honestly,
Alright, is there anything else anybody wants to purchase?
Got anything?
I've got
No.
plenty if y'all have anything you really want.
Do you want like a new weapon or anything?
Those have shields.
He doesn't have a weapon I can use. I can't use bladed weapons.
May I recommend
Maces?
saving your
That's how it
gold
works.
till after he's able to make magic items?
Yeah.
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 I'll just put this thing.
Hopefully there's more.
You also do see, and you remember seeing this from back at one of this party's sadly dead former people. You see what looks like it almost looks like a
No.
what's it called? Scimitar. It almost looks like a scimitar, but thinner and very expertly made. You've heard of it before. It starts with a K. Katana, you think?
Oh man, I was thinking
At least
scimitar
it
at the
wasn't what I
center.
was thinking.
Anyway,
Are we all good?
Wait,
Is everybody good?
wait, what?
Yeah.
What you said?
About that.
Oh yes, I got this from one of my older friends. He gave me the dimensions for it, and I learned how to make it.
Who was the name for your old friend? He's got to remember.
Samoset.
That's very creative.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. The one time we asked you for extra details, you didn't think of it.
Right? Like, how was I supposed to come up with a backstory for this one guy who gave Garrick the idea to make a sword?
Here's some details that lead you into this. Now come over here. I have nothing for you. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Alright, are we all good here though?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. He does tell you that in order to get into the mines, you will have to get a permission slip from the mayor to get past the guards. But it's free, and if you tell them that you're adventurers, it's almost certain they'll give you one.
Or we could
In
just,
fact, he's very eager to get adventurers down there to take care of their pest problem.
or we could just, you know, distract the guards and sneak in
Do
that.
it illegally, that's awesome.
Oh come on, we're adventurers. When have we ever done anything legal?
How much sugar have you had?
I'm gonna try to just walk
None.
past the guards confidently just to see what happens.
Alright. You start
And
walking.
cut to, instead of doing our original mission, we're
You
gonna
start
be
walking back up to the guards, and you see the guards are kind of bent over, panting. One of them is bleeding from their arm.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
You do see.
Are we just
You
runners?
feel a new gust of air that's crisp and cool as you approach the entrance. It would be refreshing if it wasn't for the stench of rotting flesh coming from it. The two armored men stationed there, again, are just out of breath. Their swords are covered in purplish and red blood. And lying around them are the bodies of strange-looking creatures and ghastly corpses.
I'll pull my cloak up over my face.
Are we still going with the...
Cover your nose, paid off. Cover your nose.
How many daggers do you reckon I can make?
Try not to breathe as much of it in as
Right.
possible and run over to see if they're okay.
You do recognize the body of two of them. You don't recognize it because you've seen it before, but you recognize it from a description that the dwarves gave in the tavern. It looks like a large bat-like thing with the head of a giant mosquito.
I'm gonna run over
Does it
and
taste
see
good?
if they're okay.
The body's on the floor.
No, the guards.
The guards, you run over and they kind of lift their sword up for a second, and they see and they recognize you and they.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the spa. See you guys. I'm not dealing with the
No,
bites.
get back here,
Are you
Layla.
okay?
I think I'm fine, but my friend over here took a nasty bite to the arm.
That isn't gonna turn him into one.
These sturges, they're just.
If he dies, can I have his body?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Ignore
And
him.
that didn't come from the healthy guard. They came from the guy with the arm.
I'm away for
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I go away for
I
2
need more
seconds to get a
daggers.
drink. What did I miss?
Ignore him.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna run
Character
over.
name?
I'll run over to the
Well, I
hurt
can't.
guy
I can't use
and ask him
metal
to take
because
me
I'm
to
a
where
wizard.
he can be
You
healed.
want to use someone's...
Huh?
So I'm gonna run over to the guy
What do
that
you
got
think these
bit.
daggers are made out of?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Wait, what did I miss?
You haven't seen my inventory.
You can watch the
You
video
don't
later.
want to see my inventory.
I do want to see your inventory, actually. I'm gonna read it after this session. What's your character's name? I forgot.
Jace.
I'm gonna write that down.
Jay's. Nice. Like one of my favorite content creators.
Alright, what you guys doing?
I'm gonna run over to the guard that was bit
Terrible
and
person.
What?
tell him to take me where he can be healed.
Alright. Says, sorry, but I can't leave my shift right now. If you could please, help go to the mayor and ask for a shift change.
Enjoy it.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Do you see your arm?
Do you see it?
It's not like it's a big, open, gaping wound. It's just a cut that goes across his arm and it's bleeding. It's not profuse. It's not a bad wound.
Oh, he'll be fine.
I think he's gonna die. What do you think?
You said a big bite, so I was like, oh, his
Yeah,
arm.
like, we're like-
Well, a
the
big
chunk of
bite
the
is
arm
like
is-
it goes from here all the way to here.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like a big chunk of his arm was
Yeah,
missing.
it's like the whole area of
No.
his arm's gone.
No.
He didn't eat that arm anyways.
Have his eyes aim at the camera.
Ooh, French.
Okay. Anyways,
Alright, I guess we're going to the mayor. So,
Yeah.
let's get everyone over to the mayor.
Does the mayor have a bushy mustache? If he doesn't, I'm gonna be really mad at the mayor.
you walk over to the mayor's house, which it is larger and much finer than most of the other buildings, except for Garrick's Forge. In fact, it looks like some of Garrick's workmanship along the edges and the inlays of the columns.
Oh, he builds houses too.
We've known him for so long that we already
stay
just
with
recognize this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, you stay with guards. You guys go over towards the mayor's thing.
Do not enter the mine without backup. Okay.
There is a large iron knocker on the front door.
Pause for 30 seconds. I completely missed these little things that I was supposed to rip off. I've just been. Anyways.
Anyway, so yeah, large iron knocker on the front of the door. It has like the face of a dragon on it.
I'd like to ring the doorbell.
You slam on the knock. You slam the knocker against the thing a few times, lay it off, and
Oh, wait, hang on. Hear, we fellow adventurers seek entrance to the mines.
eventually the door is open. Usually when you go to a mayor's house, it's a servant or something that opens the door, but this looks like it is the mayor who opened the door.
Hello.
He is a middle-aged human in very fine blue robes with rings on his finger and a large bushy brown mustache.
Good man, good man. I like him already.
Adventurers, is it? My name is Barmick Strogan. Nah, I assume that you are not from around here. What?
How do you spell that?
Barmik. And the second name is Strawgin.
What's it called?
Yeah, next time she asks her someone to spell someone's name, you should just say it in that person's accent. Like,
Barmick Strogan.
Alright.
I've been wondering if you would go into the dungeon for me and clear out a few of them beasties that lurk in the deep below.
We also have a request from the guards at the mines.
Yes, what can I do for them?
They request a guard change because one of them got hurt by the mosquito bats.
I grab his shoulder. He's dying, Mayor. He's dying.
They get shake back. Certainly at once.
The squirrel walks up to him and just slaps him in the face.
The girl is very violent.
In fact, I think we should probably double the guards if more of the sturges are coming up.
Squirrel gives you a thumbs.
Sturges.
Squirrels give you
They're
a thumbs
nasty
up.
creatures. They hook onto the back and stab their long,
squirrels
spear-like
have thumbs.
nose into your spine, sucking the blood out of you.
My squirrel has stubs. I can do this.
Okay.
Just has human hair.
So what was it that you wanted other than the gods?
Just general permission so we can enter the mines.
You wish permission slips. Yes, how many of you are there?
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay.
5 of us.
10 of us.
We'll take 6 for the
What do you
squirrel.
mean there's 10?
Just in case others come in later on in the adventure once we get
Don't worry about it.
Wait, we need one for the squirrel too.
Fair magic.
I'm sure the squirrel can go bypass for you.
That's great.
The squirrel is pissed at you.
Please come with me to my
The squirrel
office real
demands
quick.
payment.
As he starts walking off towards his office.
Oh, okay. We're following. Nobody. Next.
Alright, he walks into his office, sits down behind a very nice desk, and takes out a few parchments. They're pre-written, but he just signs his name at the bottom, takes his ring, stamps in some wax, and hands it off to you each one by one. Eventually he says, these are good for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Squirrel, you hold on to
Are
my
we gonna
paper.
get in trouble if we leave after 2 weeks?
I'm sorry, what?
Will we get in trouble if we happen to lose track of time and leave the mines after 2 weeks?
No, you just can't enter the mines after 2 weeks.
Oh.
Although, if it does take you longer, feel free to come back to me. I'll give you another permission slip. It's just, we do it on a 2-week basis in case anything changes within the mines.
Yeah, that's fair
Okay,
enough.
fair enough.
Alright.
Thank you.
Shall we
will
go
get
into the
right on.
mines?
Alright, so you hand your paper to the squirrel. The squirrel's gonna walk in, show the guards, just leave you at the other side of the gate.
That's allowed. You're not allowed. The squirrel here, but you're not. Nah, you gotta oversee the guard change. Alright, I guess
I
we're
think
all-
it's a little fact that we just gave up on the squirrel being normal. It's just like big cartoony squirrel.
Right, yeah. Okay, you head off back to the mines and you see 4 more guards coming with you towards the mines as they have a guard exchange with the other guards. And 4 of them take guard. They start pushing the bodies off to the sides. 2 of the bodies do appear to be almost goblinoid, but much more hairy. And with elongated arms and legs.
Can we pause here for like 8 hours so I can take their bones? Or can I just take the bones now and we'll carve them later? If they want to continue.
They said they'll keep the bodies for you later.
Okay.
I thank them profusely.
Alright, now.
Both me and the squirrel are gonna have bug-eye looks and crosses.
Okay, we have our permissions. The mayor says he's gonna get you your guard changed soon.
Let's go.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
the guard
our
change
you
is
weren't
here.
you weren't.
They followed us.
Yeah, they followed you.
No, they were just guarding the squirrel.
It was escorting the squirrel out of this place. It's caused so
The
much
squirrel was a
chaos.
VIP. He had to make sure nobody tried to attack the squirrel. Yeah.
The squirrel is the champion.
I know.
Secretly, the squirrel is the king.
Silco?
Yeah.
He's the king of the whole country.
Character name.
Soka.
Okay. As you come up to the mines, it does slope downwards into it almost immediately. As you feel the rush of crisp, cool air flowing out of it. Hold up, he's having issues opening the.
I forgot how you open it.
Is that it? Briefing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yay! Excuse me.
There's some beautifully straight lines.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
want
they're
the thing. I
what?
could just hand you the thing and then we could.
Yeah, there you go.
You hand it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't.
They're not supposed to be straight. These are carved from the walls and everything. The mine entrance.
We the players prefer straight. Not that.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
We find our way back. We're just like trying to find the wall. You're like, "Ooh."
I don't have any arms because it's
Extra sleeves.
I have an extra jacket.
I'd rather not have arms.
Who needs arms?
Who needs arms in this world?
Body heat.
Fair enough. Who needs arms in this world? Get your arms back.
But
Get
wood
long
stove
sleeves.
heat is superior. Wood stove heat.
It is.
I love wood stove heat.
All
I
right.
grew up with a wood stove.
That's why my first house is gone.
Oh!
Dot dot dot.
All right. Learning that bit of lore.
Audience gets to learn more about us. Yay!
All right.
Mentality's unstable.
I gotta have like a little description under the video about each piece of lore we learned about each of the characters.
Not the characters, no. It's
They're
just
the players.
Us first.
The players.
This will be
All
like,
right. So yes, as you
Player
enter
nickname.
the mines, I want to have you guys draw the map after that.
Oh, lovely.
I see these. I'm just gonna go.
I guess you're the.
You enter the mines, and
I'm gonna
again the
take
crisp,
her
cool air
9 times out
as
of 10 of
the
y'all
pathway
is all
slopes down and to the right.
Wait, I just realized something. We need to assign a leader.
Yep. Let's vote for group leader. All in favor of the cleric, raise your hand. We got 1 vote. All in favor for Jaden, raise your hand. 2 votes. All in favor for
That was 3, I think.
3. Okay. 3 votes. All in favor for laid off, raise your hand.
All in favor for paid off.
All in favor for what was your name?
JS.
JS.
Jess.
Yeah, you sorely mispronounced that.
All in favor for Jess. Raise your hand. And all in favor for Soko. Raise your hand. Or are you playing Soko? Okay.
So no one raised their hand for the squirrel.
Jaden, you are group leader.
Okay, to be fair, I've basically been like trying to guide everyone to their next.
You
Moving
are
on.
the
I'm just
leader.
playing with this.
I know, I just saw you just pulled it out. Alright, everyone into the mines. We're coming at the crossover. Crossover.
Alright, yes, you come up to a fork in the road, and as the great wise Yogi Bear once said, if you come to a fork in the road, take it.
I have a grenade.
Straightforward.
And make spaghetti.
Alright, somebody go straight forward, raise yourselves to the wall.
So yes, you do come to a fork,
Take
and
your advice. Just walk
Oh,
straight
no,
to the wall.
you see a door on the right side, made of thick oak, kind of nailed into the wall with hinges and everything.
I bend
Very
down.
crudely made. You can see large gaps between the door and the wall and everything.
I bend down to pick up an actual fork.
So I see a door right
No.
there. Is that the door?
Yep.
Does anyone want to knock on the door just to see?
I think
I will.
in my head.
This door does look like it was barred shut from the outside.
Maybe knocking on it is not such a good idea.
I suggest we use someone as a battering ram.
Do you want to? It's barred from the outside. You
Lay it off. Use your head.
Literally.
One.
No, you pick them up and like use them as battering ram.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I put on a helmet.
Do we at least want to, like, I don't know, stick an ears to the door and see if anyone can hear, like, breathing on the other end?
I'll see
Nah.
if I can try to hear it through the door.
Yeah, thank you.
I have an intelligence of 9. I'm not gonna do anything smart.
All right.
You're gonna be the
who's
backpack police child, aren't you?
listening? Bard. Give me a D6 roll.
This character, anyways.
This character is gonna be the backpack police.
When he dies, I have another one prepared.
6.
Keep me around
You listen
first.
really carefully and you hear what sounds like a.
You know what? I'm just going to double check that it's him.
And then thud, 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 thud.
Is this like at the same time? Or?
Yeah, at the same time.
So basically it sounds like a clock.
Huh?
To me it kind of sounds like a movie.
It sounds like. And then.
So it's either raining really hard on the other side of that door, or there's
And
something
deep in
back
the
there.
mind.
Yeah.
So you
So
hear,
what's the other way?
yeah, let's go.
What's the other way?
All
We
right.
can either continue on to the right or we can go to the left.
What's at the left side?
Do we see anything on the left from where we stand? Do we see
I would
anything at
suggest
all? Is there lights in this?
What?
Do we have lighting in this so that we're not...
No, you don't. Although the light is kind of reflecting off the polished stone walls down to here. Up to this point, it is still slightly dim, so you can still see decently.
I have 5 torches.
Light torch. I like to be able to see.
I have a
No, we
lantern.
need to make sure we have everyone else has.
I have a lantern.
I don't have...
I have elf
Torches
eyes.
last for 1 hour, whereas lanterns last for 4 hours.
I do not have.
Actually.
Do you have the ability to light said lantern?
I have 3 oil.
Yeah, I have nothing useful in my person. Just the,
The only-
very weapons I've
The only
collected.
light source I have is
Um,
a candle. I got 12 of them.
Candles last for an hour too, but they don't give as much light as torches do.
Okay. Light up, you're going to be our light leader because you have a lantern.
Paid off, you hold a squirrel.
Paid off, squirrel.
Paid off, you hold a lantern.
Isn't paid off these
Paid off is a bit too small to carry a lantern.
He just drags it behind him.
It sets everything on fire.
The squirrel's a secret
Alright.
arsonist.
I love the arsonist. Moving on.
The squirrel will love you.
Alright, anyway. You're a light. So you get to lead the way. Down the hall.
Here, I gotta have you.
No, not to that one.
Congrats, you're our leader. You get to hold a light.
All right. The
Sure, you
left
wanna give me the
hall,
light?
this one, leads down and
No,
curves
no, no.
again and more, and kind of disappears into the darkness. This one also, the other one, also curves upward, where it keeps on going down another hall.
Left it is.
I still have half of that to write.
Working with
I haven't finished the character.
Alright, we're going left.
All right. So this way.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just so fun, sorry.
It goes
Hey,
flat out
ADHD
to the
is
left
just kicking in.
for about 20 feet. No, not diagonally, just flat.
I was trying. I can't do straight lines. We're stealing the map from the camera. Sorry, guys.
Here, you know what? Never mind. Since it's caves and it's not that straight and everything, just hand it to me and I can.
Dude, make up your mind.
Make up your mind.
Make up your mind.
Make up your minds.
I feel like we should put something in place so that whenever we take the map, it's like a random dice. Map will be
That's
back
all-
in 6 seconds. Or less. Okay, where is the new stuff? New stuff's right here. Alright.
Some thick walls.
Give me the marker.
Better enforced.
Marker.
And then at the end of that, it makes a 90-degree turn off to the left again.
I want to
We're
check out
gonna
the
run out
door.
of room.
I want to check out the door. Who wants to?
No.
Oh, never mind. Give me that.
Hey, make up your mind is what you're wanting us to do.
I mean, that's what I would have done too. You said to the left.
To the left.
Well, yeah, but it's not 2 inches thick. Oh.
We don't like we're messing with figurines this round.
Where is our figurines?
Somewhere. Okay, we're not the brightest players in the group, okay?
No kidding.
You just now realizing that?
I know we're not the brightest players.
So I'm the most
Have they
intelligent of the
lit that
players.
Actually, no, you're not.
That was
His
recording.
character's name is Gareth, which is why I checked when you said Garrick. Because my brain was like, isn't that one of our players' names? So I was scrolling back to make sure it was.
That's alright.
Yeah,
We'll keep
yeah,
playing
well-
until everybody
well,
wants
we-
to stop.
Okay, well, me
My
and him
mother's
are gonna
here,
have to get
so-
going soon because we gotta get back over to my parents' house.
Okay.
So that
Yeah,
I
tell
can
me how to
feed
stop
pets
soon.
and we can have supper.
Alright.
Let's just say
Mother's
we're
in
at the
the
fork of the
driveway.
road trying to
Well,
decide.
I mean, no, we decided we're just going down. We're gonna go
Okay.
down.
How long do you guys have?
Probably about 10 minutes before we get
No, it's,
home.
okay, we'll wrap it up here. We got started, we went and you explored at least a decent area of the dungeon.
Honestly, this was not bad for a first time.
Honestly, considering all we managed to do, this is not a bad for our first
Right.
first session in like forever.
Well, we'll meet back next time and see you later.
The squirrel holds up a
Before you do it, I want to
Oh yes, the dungeon die
was never used.
was never used, but
Can it
let's
be
see what it was. Yep.
It
It was
was.
a
16.
16. It's a good thing the one you
The squirrel holds up his side. We'll be right back.
Alright, see you guys later.
I'm probably gonna use that.